Sang-awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, kailas ang sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinatang tula at awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iingin, makituwin at araw niya kailan pa may di matitingin. Luman ang araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pagkay mga amin, at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين يا رب العالمين اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا ولوالدينا وارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا يا رب العالمين. اللهم تقبل دعائي وصلاتي وركوعي وسجودي كما تقبلت من قبلنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا ولوالدينا وارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
With fair shores and mountains filled with treasures, a rich land where dreams unfold. Its people marching on to progress, hearts undaunted, brave and true. Hand in hand with brother Filipinos, Zambusur will make you great. We'll work unceasing without relenting, for country's might you can count on us. With fair shores and mountains filled with treasures, a rich land where dreams unfold. Its people marching on to progress, hearts and Come to God's great gift given to man. Share our joys and sorrows, join in the making of a wondrous land. Some will guide us through the bountiful, beloved by all hearts great and small. We will live for you, we will die for you. Fearless is ours among godless soul. Come to beautiful some wondrous soul. Welcome to God's great gift given to man.
God's great gift given to
Share
share
our joys and
Come, let
sorrows,
us join
join in
in
the
the
making of a wondrous
wondrous land, the wondrous
Some
sun.
will guide us through the bountiful, beloved
Beloved
by
by
all
all
hearts
hearts
great
great
and
and
small.
small.
We will
We
live
live for you,
we
we
will
die for you.
fearless as
Our
ours
some
among
God
God
and
and
soul.
soul.
Speak to the Secretary of Education, Ma'am Eleanor Briones, Regional Director, Dr. Sablita Bores, Officer in Charge, Sumbangan del Sur Division, Ma'am Maharani Hasanto, to our motherly, strong, dynamic San Pablo 1 District Supervisor, Ma'am Alma Dimpas Bilarmino. Barangay officials, headed by Honorable Yasser Samal. PTA officials, headed by Honorable Perdita Pakil. Parents, friends, virtual audiences, very supportive teachers of Ticala Elementary School, completers, graduates of school year 2020-2021. Good morning and welcome to our virtual commencement exercises. You have worked so hard and it all paid off at last. You have made us all so proud. Congratulations to you and dear graduate. May this be the beginning of your success and glory. Everyone can see the success, but not everyone can see the passion and hard work it took to achieve it. Take my heartily congratulations on your graduation. I wish you a successful career ahead and peaceful life in the coming years. I myself could not believe that we can pass through this new normal in learning. But you have proved us, dear graduate, that you all have worked it. Once again, congratulations, and so the parents, whom always there to support and guiding you, and always, you deserve to my salute. Congratulations, Ticala graduates 2020-2021. Good day. Assalamualaikum. Mabuhay tayong lahat.
To our approachable district supervisor, Dr. Alma D. Bilarmino, to our fatherly teacher in charge, Mr. Wilfredo B. Israel, together with his teaching staff, to our municipal officials headed by our workaholic Mayor, Honorable Danilo Taucan, to our barangay officials and PTA officials, good afternoon. Welcome to the first ever virtual graduation of the Ticala Elementary School with the theme Strengthening the Quality of education amid COVID-19 pandemic. Once again, good afternoon.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So, congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so, thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded. In addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning, and you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So, congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
And power bestowed in me as a school head of Ticala Elementary School, may I have the honor to present these 8 male, 4 female, a total of 12 candidates for graduation after having successfully completed the basic elementary curriculum in the new normal situation set by the Department of Education. To our dynamic district supervisor, Ma'am Alma Villarmino, Doctor of Education.
By the power vested in me by the Department of Education as the Public Schools District Supervisor of DepEd San Pablo District 1 Division of Zamboanga del Sur, I have the honor to recommend the candidates for graduation after having been presented by the head teacher for having satisfactorily completed the requirements of the K-12 basic education curriculum for elementary as prescribed by the Department of Education for school year 2020-2021 to the Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Maharani M. Jacinto Seso 6 for her acceptance and confirmation.
By the power vested upon me by the Department of Education as the officer in charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent of the Division of Zamboanga del Sur, and as presented by the school principal and recommended by the Public Schools District Supervisor, that these candidates for graduation have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the Enhanced Basic Education Curriculum for the Elementary as prescribed by the Department of Education. I now confirm you, graduates of school year 2020-2021. Congratulations!
Buenos dias a todos. Good morning, everyone. From the bottom of my heart and on behalf of the regional office, let me greet each and every one of you with this felicitation. Happy graduation. There are 3 persons whom we dedicate this event. First and foremost, your parents. They have given you so much love and understanding even at this pandemic time. If there is that group of persons who are very happy for this accomplishment that you have in this COVID pandemic time, it's your parents. Despite the problems of limited access to an online modality of learning, they have given the necessary support, especially financial support. Even for those who cannot afford, parents have gone out of their way just to help you out. And through the years, from the beginning of your schooling, our parents, your parents, have always been there. In fact, in a classical way of saying, you have never become one without your parents. What you are today, it's all because of your parents. And so to the parents who are attending also the virtual graduation exercises, let me thank you and let me congratulate all of you for having done your best as parents. After all, the real jewels in our family are our children. What they have achieved today is actually a big one to reckon with, and that would be an accomplishment also for us as parents. The second group that we should acknowledge and give accolade is the group of our teachers. And so to our teachers, to your teachers, let me also congratulate and be grateful for that untiring support that you have given in this very challenging COVID pandemic time. We have limited resources, we have limited time and space, but you are true to the work of a teacher. Actually, the theme of strengthening quality education despite this COVID pandemic time rests on the shoulders of our teachers. And so we have tested you for your resilience, for your perseverance, and for your remarkable competency, especially in matters of adjusting the learning resources. And so to our teachers, again, DepEd Region 9 is very grateful for all the sacrifices that you have extended. In the parlance of the theme of our 123rd Philippine Independence Day, you have become our heroes because despite the time and the space, you continuously pursue the delivery of the self-learning modules or the so-called blended learning modality. And the last group, of course, is your very own selves, coupled with the support of our local government units, especially also the school administrators. Let me congratulate and thank all of you, especially the principals, who have done a lot of things just to install and implement the basic learning continuity plan that we have installed for all our schools, even the private schools. And so today is a day of what we call a day of happiness, whether we like it or not. Let's all be cheerful that finally we have reached the end part, the finale of your learning for this school year, 2020-2021. Of course, we all know that this has been a very unique experience, having adapted the so-called SLM, the self-learning modules, as a way of getting insights, knowledge, and developing our skills. There are a lot of problems that come our way, especially as we comply with the IATF health protocols, especially that there are a lot of restrictions in the part of our learners. But in totality, we've been true to our mantra that learning must continue. This has been the clamor of our secretary, that learning must continue. And so we did prove to ourselves and to the community that learning has continuously been pursued by all of us. And so for Gen X, Gen Y, the millennials, and your group, Gen Z, we really are very appreciative of that kind of effort that you have extended. There were cases that you have started to stop and be tempted to drop out, but because of the persistence of your parents, the dedication and the commitment of our school administrators and teachers, finally you decided that you should also continue. Indeed, you have continued. Thus, your graduation exercises today. And so to all of you, our warm congratulations and felicitations for having done a good job. And so to class 2021, a unique class of COVID era, may you have a positive outlook after these graduation exercises as we welcome the next school year and as you welcome also the next set of challenges for your next ladder, next journey as you want to put yourselves in that challenging part of educating yourselves and feeling accomplished, eventually being part of nation building. So to all of you, congratulations. To all of you who have proven that you are still very strong in mind and in spirit with a strong commitment to pursue quality education. Again, congratulations. Muchísimas gracias. Hasta la vista.
To our approachable district supervisor, Dr. Alnadi Bilarmino, to our fatherly teacher in charge, Mr. Wilfredo B. Israel, together with his teaching staff, to our municipal official headed by our workaholic Mayor Honorable Danilo Taukan, to our barangay officials and PTA officials, good afternoon. Sukran sa kano mga mestra, duinan ng mga wata, pinapag-iskilan lang sa mga wata nila, tando makapasad, makakuha sa pengin din na punggulan nila. Sukran sa ki Ma'am Mera, ki Ma'am Lisa, ki Sir Israel, do ki Ma'am Jean. Sukran po sa mga barangay na siya sa Ticala Elementary School.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. To our very own schools district supervisor, Mrs. Alma D. Pilarmino. To our barangay officials headed by our barangay captain, Honorable Yasser Samal. And of course, the teachers of Ticala Elementary Schools headed by our school head, Mr. Wilfredo Israel. To my dear graduates, parents, visitors, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Hayaan yung simulan ko ang message na to sa isang pick-up line. Okay lang ba? Okay. Principal ka ba? Kinakabahan kasi ako pag nakikita kita. Nung na-receive ko yung invitation para maging guest speaker ngayong araw na to, iniisip ko agad kung anong sasabihin ko sa inyo. Pwede ko kasing ikwento na lang yung buhay ko para di na ako mahirapan. Kaya lang, bukod sa hindi naman ako sikat na artista o milyonaryo para ma-inspire kayo ng sobra sa kung anong nagawa ko na sa buhay ko. Medyo gasgas na yun, ganun style, diba? Kaya, naisip ko na i-share na lang sa inyo yung alam kong mas magkakaroon ng silbi sa buhay nyo. Dahil ako mismo, ito yung ginagawa ko. Kaya, graduates, hihiramin ko ang ilang minuto nyo para makinig ng mabuti. At dahil nasa edad na kayo na nagsisimula na kayong mangarap, ano pa nga bang mas magandang message ang pwede kong ibigay sa inyo kung hindi tungkol sa pagtupad sa mga pangarap. Walang masama sa nangangarap. Kaya nga, patuloy tayong nabubuhay ay para tuparin yung mga pangarap natin, di ba? Basta, hindi dapat panay nga para hindi ngawa ang resulta. Mas maganda kung gagawa ka para ang resulta magara. Meron daw 5 bagay na importante para matupad ang pangarap. Iisahin ko. Okay? Number 1, be specific. Kung mangangarap kayo, gawin ninyong detalyado ang pangarap nyo. Hindi yung parang nag-drawing kayo sa tubig. Walang nabubuo. Ibig sabihin, kung gusto mong maging doktor, lilinawin mo. Doktor ba ng tao or doktor ba ng hayop? Kung gusto mong magkakotse, anong klaseng kotse? Anong kulay? Anong brand? Kung sariling negosyo naman, sisiguraduhin mong legal yan. Number 2 ay dapat may target. Ang pangarap libre lang yan. Pero ang pangarap dapat may deadline. Huwag niyong sundin yung nakasanayan na ng Pilipino na paraan ng papangangarap. Sasabihin paglaki ko gusto kong maging mayaman. Ang problema sa ganitong pangarap ang labo. Sasabihin mo paglaki mo, kailan naman yun? Paano kung hindi ka lumaki? Dapat may timeline. Dapat may schedule. Halimbawa, kung gusto mo magkaroon ng mataas na grade, sasabihin mo, exam na namin sa Lunes. Dapat sa Biyernes nakapag-review na ako. O kaya naman, gusto ko pag 25 years old na ako, may sarili na ako negosyo. Pero wala naman. Sana yung ganitong pangarap. Dapat pag 18 na ako, may asawa na ako. Number 3, ang pangarap hindi tinitigan. Inaaksyonan. Okay? Sabihin ng isang businessman, dream big, start small. Ibig sabihin, lakihin nyo ang pangarap nyo, pero simulan nyong buuin nyo ng paunti-unti. Dahil walang magic sa pagyayaman o pagiging matagumpay ng isang tao. Pero syempre, hindi nagtatapos ang pangarap sa pag-i-imagine lang. Dapat sasamahan mo ng aksyon. Hindi mo man lang sana pinagod ang sarili mo sa pagbuo ng mga pangarap kung hindi ka rin lang naman pala gagalaw. Dahil kung ganun rin lang hiyang-hiya naman ang utak mo sa katawan mo. Tulad ngayon, isang step ang nakumpleto nyo, ang makapagtapos ng elementarya. Marami pang susunod na hakbang pagkatapos nito, pero sana huwag kayong tatamarin. Kasi kahit anong tumbling at flip-top battle ang gawin natin sa huli, ang pag-aaral pa rin talaga ang susi para matupad nyo ang inyong mga pangarap. Huwag sana ninyong tularan yung isang mama sa nabasa kong libro na kung kailan siya tumanda at saka siya nagsisisi. Nagrereklamo kasi siya dahil bukod sa mainit na, ang bigat pa ng pasan niyang papag. Yun kasi, ang trabaho niya, ang maglako ng mga papag. Diba? Sabi niya, kung alam na kulang na persado rin akong magtrabaho ng ganito, nagsikap na lang sana ako sa eskwelahan nung bata pa ako. Parehas lang naman palang nakakapagod. At least, pag nag-aaral ka, may pag-asa pang magkaroon ng magandang kinabukasan at makatulong sa iba. Sabi rin ng author ng librong yun na si Bob Ong, humigit kumulang 10 taon na lang kayong mag-aral. Kung hindi kayo magsisikap, mahigit 30 years ng kahirapan ang magiging kapalit. Sobrang lugi, di ba? Pero ngayon, alam nyo na yan. Sana naman iwala na sa inyo ang gugustuhin umiwas pa sa eskwela. Sa mga palakol naman yung grades, huwag mag-alala. Dahil hindi lang naman sa grades nasusukat ang pagkatao. Dahil kung grades lang ang batayan, edi sana lahat ng honor students ang pinakamayayaman at matatagumpay sa Pilipinas ngayon. Kaso hindi. Ang hirap po kasi sa educational system natin ngayon, binabansagan natin yung mga bata based sa kung anong kakayahan nila sa academics. Kaya nga merong SPED, Section 1, Row 1, Row 2, at syempre Row 3. Ang problema tuloy kung mahina yung bata, lalong tinatamad. Kasi nga, nakatatak sa isipan niya na mahina naman ako. Kaya nga ako nasa row 3 eh. Ganun din naman kahit mag-aral pa ako mabuti. Kaya maglararo na lang ako hanggang gusto ko tapos mangungopia na lang ako. Kaya minsan hanggang sa paglaki, ganun yung pagkatao niya kasi bata pa lang siya. Pinaniwala na siya na hanggang dun na lang siya. Kaya para sa mga row 3 students, gagawin kayong bida kahit ngayon lang. Kahit 5 minutes lang. Lilinawin ko lang walang masama sa pagiging honor student. Ipagpatuloy nyo yan at tiyak na malayo ang mararating ninyo. Para naman sa mga hindi katalinuhan, saludo pa rin ako sa inyo. Kaya sana huwag kayong papaapekto sa kung anumang bansag sa inyo na mahina kayo. Hindi yun totoo. Tinamad lang kayo. Malamang after 20 years, karamihan sa mga nasa row 1 ay magkakaroon ng magandang trabaho sa Pilipinas man o sa ibang bansa. Tikotse, malaking sahod, yung mga nasa row 2 naman magtatrabaho siguro sa gobyerno. Ay ano kaya ang balita sa mga nasa row 3? Ano sa palagay? Tambay? Maniniwala ba kayo na sa isang research na ginawa yung mga nasa row 3 na yan, sila ang nagmamay-ari ng mga kumpanya kung saan nagtatrabaho yung mga nasa row 1? Alam nyo kung bakit? Kasi hindi na sila takot mabigo. Sa dami ba naman ng exam na binagsak nila, halos manhid na sila sa pagbagsak. At dahil nga sa hindi sila ganun kagaling, sa isang bagay nila sinusubukang maging magtagumpay. Kaya sa mga magulang na naririto, huwag po kayong masyadong maging grade conscious sa mga anak niyo. Kung may palakol man sa card, imbis na sermonan at pagalitan, dapat mas suportahan niyo sila. Higit sa talas ng memory ng mga bisa at bilis ng pagsagot sa flashcards, mas importante pa rin po ang determinasyon at pagkukusa. Dahil ang talino bagamat mahalaga ay hindi ang tanging panukat sa tagumpay. Ang kabalikat ng talino ay pagkatao. Yung katalinuhan ituturo lang yan sa atin kung ano ang dapat gawin. Pero ang pagkatao ang makakapagpagalaw sa atin. Number 4, huwag mag-shortcut. Madalas kasi mahilig tayo sa madaling paraan. Kumbaga sa kape, yung instant, di ba? Gusto natin yung mabilis na panalo pa. Kasi ayaw natin matuto sa mahirap at matyaga na paraan. Pero kailangan matuto tayong puntahan yung gusto nating marating sa buhay ng may plano at gabay. Para hindi tayo naliligaw sa inaakala nating shortcut. Kaya nga, diba, madalas pag nagkakamali tayo, anong sinasabi ng matatanda? Papunta ka pa lang, pabalik na ako. Tapos, mamimiluso po si anak. Bakit hindi tayo nagkakasalubong? Sabay alis kasi baka mabatukan. Kaya tuloy, hindi natin naririnig na may sagot pala sila sa sinasabi natin. Anong sinasabi nila? Paano tayong magkakasalubong? Nag-shortcut ka. Okay? At number 5 naman ay ang pinakamahalaga ay ang pangarap, hindi pansarili lang. Ang tamang bagay daw kahit nasa tamang panahon, wala na rin saysay kapag wala na yung mga tamang tao sa buhay natin. Kasi mabalikan mo man ang lugar, hindi mo naman mababalikan ang panahon at pagkakataon na pinalampas mo para sa taong mahalaga sa iyo. Kaya sa araw-araw na kasama ninyo ang inyong mga magulang, matuto kayong pahahalagahan sila. Aanhin mo ang katuparan ng pangarap mo kung wala ka namang kasamang mag-i-enjoy sa lahat ng pinaghirapan mo. Hindi sapat na naging honor student ka ngayon tapos sasabihin mo, para to kay mama at papa. Tapos kinabukasan mag-aasawa. Hindi dapat matapos doon ang pasasalamat sa kanila. Ang trending kasi ngayon, pag nagka-graduate na o mas malala minsan, nag-aaral pa, nag-aasawa na. Kaso kadalasan sa hiwalayan din naman napupunta. Kasi ang babata pa para sa responsibilidad na magkapamilya. Kaya ang nangyari, hindi ka na nga nakatulong sa pamilya mo, naging pabigat ka pa. Sabi nga ng author na si Bob Ong, huwag magmadali sa pag-aasawa. 3, 5, 10 taon sa hinaharap. Mag-iiba pa ang pamantayan mo at maiisip mong hindi pala tamang pumili ng kapareha. Dahil lang sa kaboses niya si Justin Bieber o kasing galing niyang mag-flip top si Abra at si Ratios 1. Totoong mas importante ang kalooban ng tao higit anuman. Sa paglipas ng panahon, maging ang mga crush ng bayan sa eskwelahan ay magmumukha ng ring pandesal. Maniwala ka. Patuloy kayong mangarap at siguraduhin na kasama ang buong pamilya. At ang kagustuhan ng makatulong sa iba sa binuo ninyong mga pangarap, pero bakit nga ba kailangan pang kasama ang magulang nyo sa pangarap ninyo? Madalas naman pinapagalitan lang nila kayo. Malamang nga, may ilan pa sa inyo ngayon ang hindi maipinta ang mukha kasi hindi bago yung uniform, kasi walang pambili si nanay o si tatay. Kaya nagdadabog. Yan ang hirap sa maraming anak. Yung sigaw lang at sermon ng nanay nyo, yung naririnig nyo. Yung pagiging kuripot lang ng tatay nyo, yung naalala. Yung palo lang nila, yung nararamdaman. Pero hindi ninyo nakikita yung sakripisyo at paghihirap ng mga magulang nyo, may makakain lang kayo. May maibaon at magkatapos kayo ngayon ng elementarya. Alam nyo kung gaano kayo kamahal ng inyong mga magulang? Pakinggan nyo mabuti ang kwentong ito. Okay? Meron isang ginang nabuntis noon. Kabuanan na niya ng panahong yun, umuulan ng snow, nagyayelo ang paligid. Winter season. Isang araw habang nagmamaneho siya ng kotse pa uwi, bigla niyang naramdaman na parang manganganak na siya. Ang problema, wala siyang kasamang ibang sasakyan. So, ang nangyari, hinihinto ng babae yung kotse, tapos doon na niya ipinanganak yung baby na pinagbubuntis niya. Pagkatapos niyang mailabas yung baby, hinang-hina siya. Pero walang tao sa paligid o sasakyan na dumadaan. Wala din siyang makitang kahit anong tela sa loob ng sasakyan para mabalutan ang anak niya. Kaya ang ginawa niya, hinubad niya yung lahat ng suot-suot niya saka niya ibinalot sa baby niya. Pagkatapos ng ilang oras, may dumaan na sasakyan na may sakay ng mga madre. Napahinto sila kasi may nakaharang na sasakyan sa daraanan nila. Nang lapitan nila, nakita nila yung baby. Balot na balot. Tapos yung nanay walang saplot sa katawan, patay na. Namatay dahil sa lamig at paghihina. Kinuha ng mga madre ang sanggol at dinala sa kumbento kung saan dito na lumaki ang bata. Pagkatapos ng 10 taon, sa saktong birthday ng bata, pinagtapat ng madre sa kanya ang nangyari sa kanyang ina nung araw na makita nila ito. Bilang birthday wish, hiniling ng bata na puntahan nila yung lugar kung saan nakita ng mga madre. Kaya pinuntahan nila yung lugar. Winter din noon, kaya umulan ulit ng snow sa paligid at malamig na malamig. Nang makarating na sila sa lugar, itinuturo ng madre sa bata yung pwesto ng sasakyan kung saan siya at kanyang ina ay nakita. Biglang bumaba yung bata ng sasakyan. Tapos tumakbo siya ng mabilis papunta sa tinurong tulay ng madre. Umiyak siya habang tumatakbo. Pagdating niya sa tulay, hinubad niya lahat ng suot-suot niyang damit. Saka siya sumigaw ng malakas na malakas. Sabi niya, Ma, ganito ba kalamig yung nararamdaman mo nang mamatay ka para sa akin? Kaya mga graduates, gusto ko kayong bigyan ng pagkakataon ngayon na mapasalamatan ng inyong mga magulang. Pwede bang palakpakan natin sila bilang tanda ng ating pasasalamat? Palakpakan po natin ang ating mga magulang. Uulitin ko, ang pangarap dapat specific, may target, inaaksyonan, hindi sinushortcut at hindi pansarili lang. Para naman po sa ating mga magulang, mali po na ipinadala ang napakamahal na private school ang inyong mga anak para sa high school. Lalo na kung dahilan nyo lang ay para isipin ng tao na sosyal ang anak nyo, tandaan po natin na ang college school po ang tinatanong sa trabaho, hindi kung saan graduate nung high school. Ang masakit kasi, ang ganda ng school nung high school tapos titigil sa pag-aaral ng college. Ang mas importante kasi nauubos na yung pera sa high school pa lang. Huwag niyo pong pansinin yung sasabihin ng kapitbahay niyo. Maraming tao ang hindi masaya kasi mas iniisip pa nila yung sasabihin ng iba. Okay, tandaan po ninyo, wala sa eskwelahan yan. Nasa kagustuhan na matuto at magsikap yan dahil ang ating mga desisyon at hindi ang ating kondisyon ang magpapasaya ng ating kapalaran. Graduates, huwag ninyong alisan ng karapatan ang sarili ninyong mangarap. You become what you think. Ngayon, kung ikaw mismo hindi mo kayang paniwalaan ang pangarap mo, wala talagang mangyayari dahil ikaw na mismo ang nag-aalis ng pag-asa sa sarili mo. Kung ikaw mismo hindi naniniwala sa sarili mo, bakit naman naniniwala sa iyo ang ibang tao? Huwag niyong susukuan ang mga pangarap ninyo. Tandaan nyo na ang pagsuko ay ang permanenteng solusyon sa pansamantalang problema. Kaya tuparin nyo ang inyong mga pangarap. Obligasyon nyo yan sa sarili nyo. Naniniwala sa sarili mo. At dahil nasimulan ko na rin sa pick-up line ang message ko sa inyo, hayaan yung tapusin ko ito sa pick-up line. Pang pick-up line. Biogesic ka ba? Kasi mawawala na sakit sa ulo ng mga teachers nyo. Congratulations at magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Mapia makita sa kitanulahan siya sa barangay Ticala Island. Yaku kapa talo-talo ba niya basa guna napasal sa kapag sukur-sukur nami mga lukas siya sa barangay Ticala sa Masukwanas, mga wata nami na makapasa ng mag-eskwela at yangin ni kalagalaganin. Ako kapag hadat siya sa barangay captain nami, amana si Yasir Samal, do sa mga taga-padako barangay official. Sa akin pa niya ba si Perlita Pakil ay sa barangay Kagawad siya sa Ingadami, barangay Ticala, do sa akin napapantagan PTE President. Mas lagi ikapadsukor ko sa mga maestra nami siya sa barangay nami anya iapiangin ikapasangin na makasiyabig sila kanakatunay ilang bun sa mga kahanda nila kapag sigkila ka ng mga modyol para po pagkatao sa mga wata namin siya. Madakil gid mga kapyanan na makaingay nila siya sa kami, labi-labi din so head teacher nila amana si Sir Wilfredo Israel. Si Ma'am Risa, si Ma'am Jane, do si Ma'am Mira, mas lagi ikapadsukur-sukur nami. Ya nami kapangani-ngani, asa niya ba sumundod alagon, na silan mo pamando siya kanang eskwela namin siya sa barangay Ticala. Napaganadan din ng mga wata namin, nalayaman din ng mga umanisa. Ako panganingin sa kadana na maawa din inyaba, pandinik anya, anakatingguma sa dunya, ka inshallah, na makaandudan, makapis-to-pis din yung mga wata niya pa mag-eskwela. Inggan sila sa mga mapya at ang gulawas, ang mapya kapag serbisyo nila siya sa mga wata niya siya sa eskwela. Di ko dan pagipakando, di katalo ko. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.